this, then it's proof that you're obsessed. Let me be very straight. I don't care at all about Jordan Peterson in and of himself. He's mentally ill, he is going to hell, and he is an extremely evil man. He is dedicated to globalism, he's dedicated to the end of Western civilization, and he's dedicated to the destruction of the United States of America. I'm not obsessed by him. I despise him. I think that he is a disgusting intellectual charlatan, and I have unmitigated intellectual contempt for him, as you will understand if you read Jordanetics. Also, I'm happy to be able to say, if you pick up the audiobook, it's just fallen out of Kindle Unlimited. It finally expired from Kindle Select, which means that we're now able to sell the ebook directly on the Archive store, which means that we can include it for free with the audiobook. So if you're interested, the link is below the video. You can pick up, I think it's 7 hours and something minutes. But you can pick up the audiobook, and the ebook is included in both EPUB and Kindle formats. So Duralex Sedlex says, everything has fallen into place 2.0. We've got old school ilk around. So what's interesting, though, is that he referred to me as being reprehensible. On what basis? On what basis? He might not like me, he might disagree with me, but reprehensible? That's a pretty fascinating view for somebody who doesn't appear to know much about me. And it's interesting because there's no there. It's just pure rhetoric. I can tell you why I think Jordan Peterson is mentally ill. He's mentally ill because he's on drugs. He's been prescribed drugs in order to treat his mental illness. I can tell you why I think he's evil. Because he is teaching a philosophy that is based, at least in part, on combinations of Nietzsche, Crowley, and other occultists. I can say very clearly why I believe he's anti-Christian, because he has never confessed with his tongue or believed with his heart, to the best of our knowledge, that Jesus Christ is Lord. I can give you reasons for all of those things. I substantiate those reasons in Jordanetics. On what basis does he call me reprehensible? We don't know. It's just rhetoric. And the reason that he did this, somebody said, well, why would he do this? You haven't even been paying attention to it. But the information in the book is now circulating actively among his followers. He knows this, and he's trying to figure out a way to stop it without having to confront it directly. He doesn't want to confront it directly because he can't confront it directly. I'm going to read you the total inability of Jordan Peterson's fans to even address directly the issues that are raised in that book. The James Fox Higgins show says, in Australia, we used to say, what's your nasho, mate? But now that's a racist question if you're right. Exactly. What's your nationality? Enrique Lau says, screw JP, men like you and BB, that would be Owen Benjamin, the big bear, brought me closer to Christ. JP elaborates on biblical lectures, but does nothing except spread stupid traditions of men, lies, and confusion. I watched part of his biblical lecture that Owen had on his stream about 2 months ago. And it was really remarkable for the fact that it had almost nothing at all to do with the Bible. Jordan Peterson doesn't know much about the Bible. He started talking about the Bible before he'd even finished reading it. He started teaching about the Bible before he started teaching it. And so it's just ludicrous. I mean, Peterson, and I'm going to get into this at some point in time, to explain just how evil his attack on family and identity is. But we'll save that for another time because I want to go deep on that one. But here, listen to some of these reviews. These are recent reviews. These are the most recent reviews from the 1-star reviews on Amazon about the book Jordanetics. VOX'S is a moron. VOX'S is a bigoted right-wing conspiracy theorist who essentially thinks Peterson is not right-wing enough, not Christian enough, and not racist enough. This book is an exercise in ironic lack of self-awareness. An anti-intellectual charlatan accuses a legitimate thinker of being an anti-intellectual charlatan. Good for a laugh, I suppose. What you'll see in these reviews